Anna. Her name means favor or grace. Anna was a woman of commitment. We only meet her briefly in Luke's infancy narrative. She was married only for 7 years and didn't remarry. We meet her in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2, verse 36. She is now 84 years old. Since her husband's death, she attended daily temple services. As a widow, she would be among those most vulnerable members of society. There is no indication if she had children or how her financial needs were met. She was also known as a prophetess and one of the first to recognize Jesus as the long-awaited Messiah. On this particular day in history, a couple who are dedicating their firstborn to the Lord comes to her attention. As Anna was entering the temple, she probably passed a stone embedded into the wall bearing the following inscription in Greek capitals. No stranger is to enter within the partition wall and enclosure around the sanctuary. Whoever is caught will be responsible to himself for his death which will ensue. The Jews considered the temple as the only place where they could come into the presence of the Holy One, and as such everyone else was excluded under the penalty of death. Anna must have felt special being able to worship at the temple, but she wasn't allowed to join the men for prayer. Their court was closer to the Holy of Holies than the women's court. She and the rest of the women would recite the familiar psalms. Today, her prayer was interrupted by Simeon, another elderly worshiper. He had taken what he considered to be a very special baby into his arms and said, "Now, Master, you may let your servant go in peace according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation, which you prepared in the sight of all the peoples, a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and glory for your people Israel." Anna knew Simeon to be a devout Jew, so she went over to investigate. Just imagine her thrill. Her eyes were looking upon the Messiah, the Savior of the world, and coming forward at that very time, she gave thanks to God and spoke about the child to all who were awaiting the redemption of Jerusalem. This is the last time we see or hear Anna speak, but I believe that we can be assured that this day never left her memory.